The disaster of disasters has happened for this lovely Rover 45. As I popped into work today, I was informed that one of my rear lights were out. Not illuminating, not completing the circuit, so no light is emitted from the back end of the car, making it very dangerous. Somebody could run into the back of that thinking I'm a motorbike. This will never do. This has to be fixed immediately. Yes. The only trouble is, I can't remember which side has gone. Seeking some expert advice, I was told to simply turn the lights on and see which side isn't working. And now I can see it. It's obvious, isn't it, really? It's that one. It's an MOT failure, and I've only got about 10 months in order to get it right. So how do I go about this? How do I fix this thing? Presumably by replacing it. So how about a step-by-step guide on how to change a light bulb? The lamps themselves are actually on the inside of these clusters, and the only way to get at them is to get at them, and of course the bodywork is in the way. So presumably there'll be some sort of way of opening the boots. Nope. 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 Yes. Once you get the boot open, it's a similar story, because this is in the way. Without too many detailed instructions, you basically need to find a way of peeling this back to reveal the back of the cluster. And there it is. Safety first, and a set of tools that you will need to complete this job properly. It's electrics. You need to disconnect the battery, surely. Then you need some gloves, goggles, a high visibility jacket just in case. You need some tools, flat blade screwdriver, a pointy bit screwdriver, a socket set, a torque wrench, a trolley jack, a nice cup of tea, a notebook to write down your work, a hammock so you can have a rest later on, then another cup of tea, and then, a nice book to read, preferably by Jane Austen. Maybe at this point you think, I'm going a bit too far, but there are some very foolish people around who need step-by-step instruction. So that's some of the things you might need. In the back of there you're going to find some sort of lever to press against, or some plastic clip. You press against that and it releases, and out pops all of the bulbs in its holder. Then that's where we're faced with yet another obstacle, because just look at it. There are 5 bulbs there. Why 5 bulbs? How would you need 5 bulbs at the back of the car? Are there 5 different functions of these lights? No. But you need to know which one is the correct one to change, don't you? And I'll give you a clue. It's not the orange one. And then, by carefully looking at individual bulbs, you can see whether the filament on the inside is intact. And we can see that they all appear to be, but that one's rather dark looking, like it's been on fire. Yes, something dreadfully exciting has gone on there, but the filament appears to be okay. You're probably wondering about expense. Is it expensive to change one of these bulbs? And the answer is no, not if you've got a load spare. No, I made a mistake. I took that bulb out and I didn't even show how to do it. But basically, it pops in the hole like that, and you've got to twist it back into place, you see? Like that. Yeah, okay. Next comes the rather harrowing moment where you put it all back together and press the lights on to see if it works. You could have wasted all that time and energy taking that bulb in and out, putting everything back, only to find it doesn't work. Well, I have a simple fix for this. In fact, what you might call a shortcut. There we go. And it's just as well I use my own trick, because that's the one I replaced, not that one. I've saved myself an awful lot of time and effort by doing that. Then simply put it back in and stick that back in place. Jolly good. Good show. And finally, what to do with the old bulb. We've got to be responsible these days, and you can't just chuck it in the bin. So I suggest looking on the internet. Google's a good search engine, and find out where to dispose of this sensibly so you can still sleep at night. Oh, balls.